first thing, let's loosen up our necks. So sit up nice and tall. Tuck your chin. So make sure, you know, if you've got a little double chin, that's probably the best way. Make sure you're nice and tall, shoulders down your back, sit up tall, drop to the side. And again, for those of you that haven't joined me in a stretch class, we're doing a combination of active isolated stretch, which is basically this. We're working through a normal range of motion. We are, by doing that, some of the things we're doing is we're increasing our blood flow. We are reestablishing normal movement patterns. In, I can't think this morning, I don't have my caffeine in me. We're engaging the opposite muscle, so we're also getting a little tiny bit of a workout. One more time, everybody. And as always in my classes, because I'm technologically not all that, switch to the other side. Feel free to listen to your own music, because I got you on mute, so you can be rocking in your own house, doing whatever you like. And at the end of class, I will, of course, open it up. Everybody can say hi to everybody and get some socialization in. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. It was nice here yesterday, but then the wind started howling. I think we're going to do 6 to 8 of each. I think we're probably going to go to farmer's market and again do the whole mask up, and only one of us is actually going to go into the market. Sit up nice and tall again, roll in our shoulders back and down if we haven't got it down, tuck our chin a little bit, drop on down. So again, you've got that string at the back of your head when you're up here, pulling you gently up, tucking your chin back, dropping straight down. Oh. Okay, number 5. One more. If you really want to get your Zen on, you can work with your breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more breathing in, breathing out as we come into the stretch. This one, we're going to drop our hand down, whichever side you like. We're going to look to our opposite knee. We're going to drop down to the side. Oh, it's so quiet in my house, I can hear, I have 2 little analog clocks going and they're ticking and I can hear them ticking. So I really have not done much, like I said, other than we tried to go on a walk with a friend, and we tried to pick a trail that had a nice wide path, and we were still not successful. So I think we're probably going to try Ontario Ridge early this weekend. They just moved to the area, get them out and about, finding locations. One more, everybody. Switch to the other hand, turn to the other knee, drop on down. Get them kind of established in orientated to the county. But yeah, it was definitely, we specifically picked a hike that had a wide path and we thought would not be so busy, and it was packed. So I think everybody's got cabin fever. But you know, we all keep doing our best. And I find myself stuttering a lot, and I realize it's because I don't talk to many people. Oh man, strange days, everybody. One more. Drop that first hand down, turn your head to the side. If you can't laugh at yourself, people are gonna be laughing at you. Okay, number 4. Remember to breathe, everybody. Okay, one more. Drop the other shoulder down, turn to the other side. Oh. But the good news is my dog groomer is opening up. Poor Charlie. All those people complaining about their hair. Poor Charlie is just like, he keeps chewing and his hair is super long and his hair, you keep brushing him. He's like, Why are you brushing again? It's like, well, because you're matting up there, big dog. Oh, 2 more, everyone. Okay, last one. So then we're going to roll our shoulders forward a couple times just to kind of get that motion out. And then what we're really going to concentrate is rolling our shoulders up and back, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Getting, you know, if you've been kind of hunched forward doing weird stuff, sewing, God bless you, Anne. Roll your shoulders up, back, and together. And then we're going to move into our pectoralis. So again, pectoralis is a fan-shaped muscle. Our hands are going to come back. Boy, I really lose myself here. Hands are coming back, open up. And again, because it's a fan-shaped muscle, it you know, kind of goes like this. So we're going to come up a little bit and do that. So 1 inch or 2 up every time, opening up. And then find the one that really felt the tightest to you and go back and do that one a couple more times. Okay, last one. Come on down. And we're going to roll all that together. So what we're going to do is we're going to hunch forward and curl kind of in on ourselves. Roll our shoulders up and back. Pull our thumbs back. Posteriorly retract our jaw. Give ourselves double chin. So we're doing the exact opposite, opening up the back of our head, back of our neck. Sorry, everybody. Doing the opposite of what we're doing when we're sitting hunched over for working our project. One more. Then we'll do the back of our shoulders. So we're going to take one hand, come across our body. Thumb up is just great. If you feel like you're not getting a good stretch on that, if you come thumb down, that muscle also has a little bit of a twist in it. It'll give you a little bit better stretch, but make sure you keep your shoulder down, okay, everybody? I put a digital clock on my other iPad and it's got ads coming across the bottom. And it's like, what in the world is that? So one more, everybody. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come up at the angle. So your choice, you can either skim your shoulder or you can skim your ear. Whichever angle you find gets a little bit better angle back here, just on the outside of your armpit, do what works for your body. Oh, and I forgot to tell you at the beginning, hopefully you have a strap. Pretty much for what we're doing, you can use a bath towel, a dog leash, a belt, whatever you've got handy. Sorry, Kareem, I just realized I should have told you that in the middle of this. One more. So because what we're going to do is we're going to go up and over, and I'm going to turn to the side, hopefully at an angle, and we're going to come up and over here. And your choices are, you can either reach back, grab with the other hand, and hold static, or you can grab your strap, and then you're coming up and over, and you're using this with an assist to pull down. So your choice, you can do that active isolated, you can do that passively. I like to do that one statically. Sorry, not passively, statically, and just hold it. But you've got to make sure that your neck is free. So if you're like doing this, take this down a little bit because you're trying to get too much range of motion in your body, so you're not ready for that right now. So 2 more nice deep breaths. Oh. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can always just do this guy. So 1 more breath. Come on down, shake it out, and switch to the other side. Come across, and like I said, I like thumb down. I've been doing this a while, so I need that extra little bit of stretch in this one. Those of you that will be with me know Mitch is my people because he said, when you're doing the video, wear bright colors. So, you know, just to make Mitch happy, I got the pants on. Yeah, it's all about Mitch. So it's my joke for the day. Like you said, I'm probably going to rock these to farmer's market. That ought to get some looks. Make sure you're keeping that shoulder down as you bring it across. One more, everybody. And then up at the angle, your choice where that angle comes to. Uh-oh. So I haven't had a problem with the frame freezing all week, and I just caught it right there. So if I freeze, I will come back. I also ordered a new router. It's not here yet. Mitch helped me with some stuff, checking my speed and connectivity, and that wasn't an issue. I just think, I think last week was a really bad week. I think everybody was on the internet, and it just locked everything up. Or maybe Zoom was super popular last week. I'm not sure where the issue came from. One more, everyone. But this week seems to be going really well. Haven't had half the trouble. And again, this guy up and over. And if you just feel like I said, this is okay, that's okay with me. And if you want to do just your tricep, that's back this way. That's my back shoulder. That one gives me a little bit of a meat grinder. You can also do it palm. So you can do a palm up. You can do a palm backhand, a palm up, come up this way, and that's a little bit different stretch. Like I said, that's my bad shoulder, and it does weird things when I do that. So this one's a little bit safer for me. Has anybody been out driving and seen a whale? Because it's whale time. I've heard the whales are here, but nobody's been out to see them. So one more nice deep breath. Oh, come on down, shake it out. So we will do our arms. Again, I'm gonna turn sideways for you. So we're gonna do our extensors, our flexors. So we've got, there's at least 3 different degrees. So this is the easy way. This is a little bit harder. So your choice, so it's the extensors that are the 3 ways. So here, here, and again, the farther down your fingers you pull, the more aggressive the stretch is going to be, because of course those muscles come all the way. Some come actually from your upper arm across your elbow, cross your wrist, and then across your fingers. So you've got to get them all. Okay, shake it out a little bit if you need to. A little bit of work on your thumb. And again, those of you that came to me from Shannon's class, if you want to do this guy, feel free to do that. That's your choice. Like I said, I realize I'm getting quite a few of you in here, so I will be okay with whatever you're doing, especially considering I can't see you, like I said. So release that, and then we're gonna do the other one. Like I said, we can do this, and we can do it with our fingers open. We can do this, or the biggie is you point your thumb down, make a fist on the outside, cross your other hand over and pull it. And we've got our fingers curled in. So this is the most aggressive stretch, and we're keeping our shoulders down. So again, the choices would be this guy, fingers open. This guy, fingers open. This guy's fingers curled. That's actually a little bit more aggressive. Or thumbs down, palm come across. Shoulders down. And once we get back in the club, if you're like, what in the world were you doing? We'll do a remedial disc guy. Because this is like cross-lateral body stuff, and you're like, what are we doing? Okay, go ahead and shake it out. Switch to the other side. We'll do our flexors first. So again, bent elbow, straight elbow, your choice. Carrying angle. So men historically have a straighter arm than women. So when you're looking at that big bow in my elbow, that's actually normal. So, but if it really looks weird in this angle, sorry. Perfectly normal. Okay, go ahead, shake it out a little bit of love to your thumb. Right there. And again, lots of little tiny muscles in your thumb. That's why we can do things like have an opposable thumb. find the angle that's right for you, the muscle that's tightest. Again, if you've been doing handwork, if you've been weeding or doing crochet or knitting, you know, your thumb's probably a little bit sore. Give it a little bit of love. Just kind of prophylactic care for ourselves in while we have time. Flip your hand over again. Choices: bent elbow, fingers free, straight elbow, fingers free, straight elbow, fingers curled, cross lateral body movement, thumbs down, make a fist, come across, grab, both shoulders down. I feel like I have a weird angle today. I feel like I need to be back here. Let me see if I can push this back to the tank fraction. There we go. That's good. Oh, there we go. So much better. Only took me 20 minutes to figure that out. I said, I'm just not used to talking to people anymore. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, nice deep breath, everybody. Okay, go and shake it out. So if, let's do this while we're still seated. I'm going to scooch back onto the other table. So I have my stationary adjusting table that is a couple 100 pounds and will not move. And then I have a portable one that I take to sporting events. And I am half an inch too low. Sorry, everybody. Up we go. That has been the perfect angle for 2 visits, 2 classes. I don't know why it's not today. But anyways, so what we're going to do, there we go, much better, is we're going to bring this foot into this thigh. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to turn our whole torso towards that leg. We're going to hinge from our hips first. We're going to come on down. Once we've got all the range of motion out of our hips, then we can release our upper torso. But be sure and get this guy first. And you can either use the strap, reach out with your hand, drop your shoulder down, come across, lean into it. Okay, come on up. And actually, let's do this guy in the middle. Bring this foot in, join your feet together, grab your toes, sit up nice and tall. Again, hinging from the hips, come on down. Open up. Come on up. Yeah, I went out to my so same thing, other leg. Kick that leg on out, loosen the frame, sit up nice and tall, hinge from the hips, turn towards that other patella, come on down. Went out to do some gardening yesterday and the wind was so bad I thought, forget it, I'll do it this morning when the wind's not up. And kind of notice from side to side, like I noticed this side is much tighter than the other side. So, you know, just kind of file that away. It's nothing's wrong with one side being tighter than the other. Just kind of acknowledge it and move on through it and notice it for later. Okay, sit heavy through your hips or push up with your hands. Make sure you're safe with your back. Sit up nice and tall. Come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Either here or if you're on your couch, you can have your feet on the floor. It's all good with me. Sit up nice and tall. Interlace your fingers, lift them up. We're going to use my hands in this one. Roll your shoulders down your back, spinal twist to one side. So I'm going to my left. So just acknowledge whichever side you're going to. Nice deep breath, everybody. Ooh. Come on back to center, interlace your fingers again, roll forward, come on up, shoulder blades down your back, turn to the other side. Yeah, this table I'm sitting on now is a traveler. It's been to Hawaii a couple times, it's been to Tahoe, Tempe, Arizona. It's an interstate table. Uh-oh, we've got a visitor coming. I think he's just checking on me. He's like, where is she? Oh, she's back there. Yeah, it's all good. Come on back. Go ahead, plant your hand down, come up and over. Sitting heavy. So again, this is my right hand. I'm leaning to my left. I'm sitting heavy deep into my right ischial tube. And the reason I'm telling you which side I'm on is because I'm not sure that this doesn't turn me around. So I just want to make sure as I'm giving you verbal cues, you don't get confused when I say go to the left if you've already done the left. Yeah, I'm pretty good about getting myself inside the frame, but I'm not real good about knowing if it's turning me around. So come on, other side, same thing, sitting deep, heavy, like I said, left hand, sitting deep into my left sit bone, opening up the side of my body. Sorry if you can hear Charlie. He's my fierce protector. He is my doorbell. Nobody's ever sneaking in my house without Charlie. Okay, come on up. We're going to come onto our sides, and as promised, we will do clamshells first. We're going to do easy clamshells because if you're like me, you haven't been necessarily doing all the work that's you normally do cups open. We're going to be nice ourselves. So I'm just going to lay down. Clamshells, again, we've got variations. If you don't want to do these at all, I'm okay. So we're just doing clamshells like this. That's the easy way. This is a little more aggressive. And of course, the monster one is straight hip, straight knee, bigger lever arm, kicking on out. We're only going to do 5 or 6 of these. So I think that might be my 6. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip on over and do the other side so that we don't walk in circles all week. And same thing. So we're not going to do that crazy one where we have to hold our torso up and do, yeah, not today. Again, super easy, a little bit harder, most aggressive. And this is my bad shoulder, bad thigh, bad side. A little bit harder on the side. The good news is, though, now that we've got a little bit of blood flow into those muscles, we're going to stretch them. So we're going to go back to the first one, and that's going to look like this. Again, I'm going to tell you my sides, and you do whichever side works for you. We're going to place our right foot on the outside of our left knee, sit up nice and tall. We're going to pull our right knee to our left shoulder, so it's coming over here, coming over here, coming here. And you can spinal twist, that is just fine. That's all you need to do. If you want to do a little bit more, again, just like the forearm, we've got muscles on our thigh that cross both our hip and our knee. We're going to kick on out. We're going to whimper a little bit because it's usually super tight. And we're going to breathe. Okay, one more nice deep breath, everybody. Kick it on out. Take it out, shake it out. Same thing other side. So again, if I just did my right foot, I'm going to put my left foot on the outside of my right knee, sit up nice and tall, pull my left knee towards my right shoulder. And again, sitting up tall, spinal twist. If you want to do your IT band, you're going to aggressively pull a little bit more or try to straighten out that leg a little bit. Come into seated staff pose. Come on down, everybody, tap out a little bit if you need to. And then we're going to lay down on our side and we're going to do our hip flexors. So again, this is the one where we currently do a small ball because we don't want to hyperextend our back. So we're going to pull our knees up as high as we can. We're going to grab that top leg. We're just going to pull it back. You can do this active. I like it static. And man, I haven't been doing this and I can tell. If you have, like again, if you're on your couch, you stay here if this is comfortable for you. I'm going to move forward a little bit. I'm going to show you a variation that you can do while you're on your bed or your couch. So let me get to the edge of this table. And so what you can do is, again, you're going to curl into a small ball because you want to save your back. You want to not hyperextend it. You're going to take that foot and you're going to drop it off the side of whatever couch or bed you're on. And so my foot is hanging down towards the floor. Sorry, this is a bad angle. But again, I'm saving my back by having this other leg up here and then just using this leg to really stretch out that rectus femoris. But those are some variations. Go ahead and flip yourself over to the other side. So I'm going to go over this way. Curl up into a small ball again. You know, they say ideally you grab this bottom foot with your bottom hand. I'm not there. So, and again, pulling back. If you feel like you're really doing this, that means that that IT band that we just stretched is super tight. So the goal is at least parallel to the floor. If you get a little bit lower, it's a little bit different angle on that muscle, a little bit different stretch. Okay, go ahead and release it. Kick it out a little bit. Go ahead and roll onto your back, grab your strap, give yourself a nice hug to begin with. So pull both knees in towards your chest. Rock back and forth a little bit. Ooh, big yawn. So today is the only day I set the alarm. So yeah, lately the only day I set the alarm. I think I cut my head off. Go ahead and place your left foot down, place your right ankle on your left knee, pull both legs in towards your chest. And again, if you're doing the opposite side, that's okay. I'm just kind of giving you a verbal cue to remember which side you're on. So piriformis, a great stretch. If you've been sitting too much, especially if you've been sitting cross-legged or in a position where your hip is a little bit lower than your knee, then this muscle can get really tight. It also gets really tight if you've decided that your quarantine is you're going to put a mask on and walk 20 miles or run 20 miles. This muscle will let you know that you've been hitting it hard. Okay, go ahead and release that. Switch to the other side. So I'm placing my left ankle on my right knee. Come on in. Roll that ankle around a little bit if you want to. Go ahead, and that was a good idea. So pull both knees in towards your chest, roll your ankles around. Get a little bit of looseness in those ankles, roll them the other way. So from there, hopefully if you got a stretch you didn't like, you ran, you grabbed your belt, dog leash, bath, towel, whatever. We're gonna place the strap on the ball of our right foot. We're going to keep our knee bent. We're going to move back a little bit more, give you a little bit better chance of having the ankle. See my foot? We're going to keep the knee bent. We're going to do bent knee calf stretches first. So the stretch is going to be toes towards the nose. The release is going to be toes towards the ceiling. So come on back. Come on up. Again, active isolated, working through that range of motion, getting a little bit better stretch on that. Okay, one more, everybody. Now we're going to lock out the knee. I'm going to drop down a little bit so I stay in frame. But I advise you to do your leg as far up here as is comfortable. But I'm going to do down here so you can see. So the same thing, toes towards the nose is a stretch, toes towards the ceiling is a release. And then I'm going to move my leg back up there because otherwise that strap's going to fall off. So a couple more. Yeah, I'm definitely taking before and after pictures of Charlie. But my quarantine win was that I saw my hairdresser on Tuesday and everything started happening on Wednesday. So one lucky thing happened. Okay, one more, everyone. We're going to move the strap to the instep of our foot, so down a little bit. We're going to leave the angle between our thigh and our torso the same. We're going to drop that heel down towards the floor. We're going to drive it up towards the ceiling. Bent knee hamstring stretch. Same concept, getting the just not as long, a little bit shorter muscles stretched out. A little bit of blood flow into them, and then we'll do the more aggressive straight leg hamstring stretch. Oh. Okay, one more, everyone. And I will remind you, lock it out, drop the whole leg down as a unit, lift up using those hip flexors we've already stretched. I will remind you that at the end of this, I'm going to open up and I'm going to try to leave the room so I'm not talking to everybody and let you all talk amongst yourselves. Because if I'm in here, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to see everybody and I want to talk to everybody, and then you all don't get to talk together. So I will leave for a little bit and let you all talk amongst yourselves. And again, if you've opened up the free app for the 30 days, have a party. I have a friend who, through her work, is gets it free till the end of this, and she's been having little like game nights. Don't sit at home and think that nobody else is doing the same thing. Please get out, be active, especially like I said, if you're getting a free call on Zoom. Make it work for you. Get out and socialize a little bit. One more, everybody. We had book club on Zoom. I know some of you are in a book club. Pull in, and I need to talk to you about that afterwards. I'm going to release the tension on that leg in the leg. I'm going to drop it across my body that way. Again, I'm doing my right leg, so I'm leading my right hip planted into the table. And so we're just opening up the outside of that hip. Okay, after that, we're going to drop that heel down towards the floor. We're going to slide it at an angle, adductor stretch. So if you want to do this static and you're on your couch, get a couch pillow, put it underneath your thigh, and just hang out there and relax. And again, if you don't have a strap, that's also a good option to just, like I said, have the pillow underneath there and keep it out. We did a little bit of this seated. We did the one where we had our feet together, bookended, and that opening up to the knee side gets this muscle too. So come on back. We're going to switch. We're going to do the other side first thing. So just reach up if you've got a strap, flip to the other side. If you don't have a strap, if we're going to do this for another month or so, I need to tell you early. I will show you some variations. But this one, the best one is just get a bolster and put that underneath your thigh. And again, if you don't, and you just want to bend your leg and be here, that's okay too. Me, I've got mine propped against the wall. And if you're wondering what that thing is, I have a electric heater back there, electric fireplace. It's just visually really just distracting. So I've covered it up. Come on back, bring that foot up, bend into your knee, move the strap to the ball of your foot. And we're going to start out with our bent knee calf stretches again. Toes towards the nose is the stretch. Toes towards the ceiling is the release. I realized I really like the straps at the club best. So be sure, I'll be sure and tell Nancy. You be sure and tell Nancy. They have a little bit of a tooth to them. And both of the straps I have here are kind of slippery. So, yeah, my head's in there, okay. Okay, one more, everybody. Go ahead and lock out that knee, and again, I'll drop down so you can see toes towards the nose is a stretch, toes towards the ceiling is a release, and then I'm gonna move back up because otherwise that strap's gonna fall off. So if you don't have the strap, of course, what you can do, you can just, be up here and do that same motion with the foot. You won't get as good of a stretch. You get up to 20% more of a stretch using the strap, but at least you're moving through that range of motion, getting something going. Same thing with the bent knee hamstring stretch. You're just dropping down, lifting up, straight leg, dropping down, lifting up, grabbing at the end with the assist with the legs. So again, doing what works for you, and not worrying about perfection. Dropping down where you go back to our bent leg and finish it up. Okay, number 6. Go ahead and lock out that knee, drop that leg down as you unit. Like I said, you're using your hip flexor, so you're kind of coming up there, not really using any, if you can, not using the strap, and then at the end giving the assist with the strap. And you can see you get that extra 20%. That was not a mock-up. That is pretty much, that's when my muscle gets to. And then this is the extra with the strap. We did Buddy's Zoom class on Sunday, ton of fun. There's a reason I teach Tai Chi. Let me just say, it's so bad. One more, everybody. And then we're going to release the tension. Just drop that leg across our midline. Again, opening up the outside of our hip. Okay, go on, bring it back, release the strap, pull your knees in towards your chest again, and again, if you want, roll your ankles around a little bit. And then I realized midway through what we hadn't done any cat camel today. So we are going to roll to our sides, come on up into cat camel. Again, if you got a horrible shoulder and that just doesn't appeal to you, feel free to do something that will feel good. You may come on up. I'm going to be back here. So cat camel, rock on up, drop on down. Just again, getting a little bit of range of motion into your spine, being nice and easy with yourself, not rushing through it. We'll do a little bit more on our neck, and then we will move into our little bit of balance. And like I said, and then I'll open it up so that everybody can talk to each other. Okay, you can wag the dog. So you're opening up and closing down your waist. So the other main thing I do other than clamshells that I don't always do in class is we do bird dog. So bird dog is you're going to plant your left hand, you're going to plant your right knee, and you're going to reach out and you're going to look out over your fingertips. You're going to push through your heel on the back. You can't see my heel. Okay, come on down, couple cycles. Switch to the other side. So if you were going with me, this time we're going to plant our right knee, stick out our left foot. This is the side I'm on the edge. And then put our left hand out. And again, you will notice that one side is way worse than the other today. Or I don't know how to do that. There we go. Oh, I'm doing the same side. Sorry, everybody. Yep. Okay, laughing at myself. No wonder that was so hard. I hear Larry laughing at me from the other room. Come on down. A couple cycles of cat camel. Too much entertainment, I tell you what. When you're ready, again, go ahead and get in a nice, comfortable seated position. And we will do a little bit more on our neck. So this is kind of easier. We're just going to drop down to the side. We're going to roll around, roll back the other way. And so what you're going to do with this one is you're going to find the angle of the muscle that just still doesn't feel good. And you're going to just nod into it. We'll finish up with a little bit of balance, and I'm going to apologize right now because you're not going to be able to see my feet because of the tables. But you've all done it with me. You all know what it looks like, so it'll be pretty easy. Come on, roll your shoulders back. Again, nice and tall. Nice deep breath. Ooh. And then I'm going to stand up. Stand up with me. And we're going to do just our classic. And I think I'm losing my head. Sorry, everybody. Our hands are going to float up. Our knees going to come up straight forward. And again, remember, if you're on carpet, it's not quite as stable as the nice hardwood floors in the club. So you're going to have a little bit of a harder time. So don't be shocked by that. So a little bit easy bounce. If you're having trouble with your bounce, get up against the wall, get up against your kitchen countertop, whatever works for you. Get back to your couch. We're going to switch to the outside. Shoulders down. Come up at the ankle. Come on down. Same thing, other side. So hands are doing the same thing. Come on up. Shoulders down your back though. We're going to hold it for about a 15 count. Really like this big digital clock when I remember to use it for this. This is my bad side. Tap down when you need to. Come on out, everybody. Shoulders down your back. And again, you can semaphore if you want. If you really think your balance is doing well, otherwise hold this. You're all looking at me falling out going like, what is she doing? Okay, come on down, everybody. Nice deep breath again. Oh, thank you all for joining me this morning. Thank you for putting up with the silliness, trying to do bird dog on one foot and one knee. I swear, what am I thinking? I'm going to open up chat so you all can talk amongst yourselves.